Welcome everyone to our December Did You Know? Excited to be here with everyone. Let me get my screens pulled up and we will rock and roll as always. I would love to see where you're coming in from. So put it in the chat. We are going to do some fun stuff today. As far as the chat goes, as far as making sure everyone is participating, we're having fun today. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with sharing my screen. And we have an amazing amount of people joining us today. And I think it has a lot to do with all the amazing marketing you all are doing and looking to do in the new year. But so good to see you all. We got Nashville, Maryland, Midland, Tulsa, Augusta. Wow, I'm coming in from you to you from Fort Worth, Texas. So if I have anyone in the neighborhood, good to see you. And today we are going to be discussing our FMG's 2025 marketing guide. And I have it. So if you guys saw it already, it came through your email. We sent it to you prior because that is something that we are always, we get a lot is like, hey, can you send this to us prior so that we can follow along? And we have done just that. So if you haven't received our 2025 marketing guide, well, there'll be another chance here in a second because we're going to share it again. But I'm Elise Lambert, the director of enterprise marketing here at FMG. And I always say some way, I'm passionate about financial professional marketing. I've been a financial professional myself, so I know what it is like, what you do on a regular basis, and how many different hats you have to wear. And somehow we have to figure out where that marketing hat is in our closet and put it on. And I am here. My job is to make it fun for you. So follow me on LinkedIn, follow FMG on LinkedIn. We are continuously providing great information on the FMG LinkedIn page. And of course, housekeeping before we get started, a recording will be sent to you afterwards. So I get this a lot. I talk really fast and we cover a lot of great information, but have no fear, this will be shared afterwards. So if you forget something, no problem. And so look out for that email where we will provide that recording, some great handouts. And I encourage you, log into the dashboard, log in and follow along with me because I want you to make this a really great use of your time. Your time is valuable, and I am so grateful that you are following along. And so I want to make this fun. And also the chat. Some people love the chat. I personally do. I love seeing and hearing from you. There are so many great ideas that are shared in our chat. But if it's too much to follow along, no problem. Just minimize that darn thing and then we can keep on moving. So if you missed our last Did You Know? We covered year-end planning, how to kick off 2025. So how we can streamline some of those marketing tasks, leveraging our automations, and some success tips. So we are going to share this replay for you in the chat. So it's right there. So if you want to go ahead and you missed last month's Did You Know? No problem. Go back and look at it. Not too late. And today we are going to discuss this marketing guide. And so if you have more questions, right? If you're looking for extra support after this webinar, schedule a time with our service team. We're going to add a link right here to do so. Again, we want to be there for you along every step of the way. So if you're running into any hiccups with your marketing tools or your website or anything like that, we are here for you. So we just shared that link. So if you've had any issues or any hiccups, reach out. We want to come alongside. And today, our giveaways. So I told you we are sharing our 2025 marketing guide. And so if you haven't received it yet, you can scan this QR code that I have on the screen right here. We have also shared it as a link in the chat. So pull it up, follow along, use this as your guide for the new year, use this as a checklist for things you want to accomplish. And as we get going today, I have a question for you. I'm curious, just curious on what in the new year you are looking to focus on. Is it email, video, podcast, website, social? I'm just really curious what you all are looking to incorporate into your plan or what you want to focus on. And this is really just for my own curiosity. I'm curious where your brains are, what you're looking to accomplish in this new year. And so I'm going to leave this up for just a couple quick seconds, and if you want, put it in the chat so everyone else can see what you're looking to do in the new year and what you're looking to do. I see that Allie, you're looking to do a vodcast in January. That is cool. We want to see it. As you guys create this, share this with us. Either send it to our marketing email, share it with me on LinkedIn, wherever it might be. I want to see all the great things you're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and end this poll, and I'm going to share the results just so you guys can see as well. Just kind of interesting. It looks like social is pretty high. Email is social. So social is number one. Video and email are tied, and a lot of all of the above, right? Oh, of course, right? We want to do it all. And how can we do that? So I just thought that was kind of fun. So thanks for playing along. Curious where you all are and what you're looking to do in the new year. And so make sure you download this guide and we'll keep on moving. And today we're going to do our swag giveaway a little bit differently. Generally in the past, we've done it at the end. Well, today I'm going to go through and I'm going to give away swag as we go. So as you guys are communicating and utilizing the chat, as you are participating, I'm going to be just giving away a couple of random fun things. So make sure that you're participating in the chat, because I have this awesome blanket, this yoga tote for you, some cups, hats, speakers, all that cool stuff. So again, trying to celebrate all the great marketing you're doing, all the hard work you've put into your practice over this year. And so there you can go. Okay, so that 2025 guide. Why did we put this together? So our team spent hours and hours and hours, and it was like our entire marketing team. We were pulling analytics, we were pulling information from all over, and we did it with you in mind, because we know how important it is for you to be the bellwether when it comes to your finances, and when it comes to taking care of your clients and prospects. And a really big piece of that is the marketing. And it's a part of your practice management. It's a part of what you do. It's a part of how you communicate. And it's a part of how you build relationships. So that's what we have. And so I put together a couple, I always dig around. I put a lot of time and effort into these Did You Know webinars. And I thought this was really interesting. And so part of the reason of the why of the marketing guide was it is so important for us to stay relevant in this digital era. And especially as we think about that next generation coming through time. So adapting to these changes is really important. And so I threw this up here. This is something that these numbers, and I have the analytics here, but the financial advisory landscape is changing drastically, and it's changing by the day. You guys hear this all the time. And so millennials are now controlling 30 trillion in assets. That is a lot of stinking money, and which is a good thing for you, right? This presents as a huge opportunity. And so so how can you continue to grow your practice with this in mind? And the way we do that is by marketing. It is through communication. It's building upon these relationships. And so all these numbers came from the Federal Reserve and an associate group here, but the great wealth transfer is happening, right? Millennials and Gen X are expected to inherit 84 trillion by 2045. That's nuts. And 16 trillion of this could be transferred within the next decade. So there is a huge opportunity here. And I say that with the idea that this is a question I get all the time. And if you want to add to this, I would be curious as to what you spend. But Kits has put this out because I was looking at what is the average amount of marketing expenditures for a high growth practice versus an average practice, right? So the amount of percentage of your annual revenue that's going to marketing. So high growth, it's about 12.5. And for our peers, it's about 9.7. So those high growth practices spend notably more on marketing compared to their peers in industry average. And if you wouldn't mind, I would love to see in the chat what you guys allocate for your marketing budget, or it doesn't have to be a dollar amount, it can be a percentage. But I'm curious to see what you guys are doing. And I think it would be helpful for the group as well. And maybe if you don't have one yet, I threw this out here as kind of a benchmark as well. So thanks for sharing that. and let's dive in. So within the marketing guide, we touched on marketing, emails, social, texting, video, website. If you come and join me in January, we are going to be diving into websites and everything else. But today we're going to really talk about social media, communications, and texting. And let's start off with social media. And so this is something that I'm utilizing that Samantha Russell put out there. And so she just posted this and it said, if you are a financial advisor and your LinkedIn feed is filled with other financial advisors, you are doing LinkedIn wrong. Now, except the caveat, maybe you're doing a lot of recruiting, right? So we'll let it slide. But this is important for you to think about. Who is your target audience? Who is your niche? And we want to fill our LinkedIns, our networks with those individuals. Oh, and everyone's saying, love Samantha. We love Samantha as well. She also poured her heart and soul into this marketing guide. And of course, follow her on LinkedIn for all of her amazing tidbits. But her social post continues to say, you are an advisor who helps small businesses with exit planning. Your feed should be filled with business owners, content targeting the problems that small business owners face, right? Hey, you know what? I work with military professionals. Your feed should be filled with them. I work with white coat professionals, right? We need to add doctors and dentists and other white coats to our feed. So again, who is your target audience and how can we continuously reach out to them using our digital footprint? And this is another example, right? This is the physician's example. So your feed should be filled with physicians, hospitals, medical centers, drug reps, residency programs, the issues doctors are facing. Join some LinkedIn groups of white coat professionals, right? Immerse yourself into your target audience. And that is how we can continuously add and grow through our LinkedIn network. And as we continue to talk about LinkedIn, I have a question for you all in the chat. What was your best performing LinkedIn post? And if you want to share it in the chat, we would love to see it. But I'm curious how your LinkedIn post, how your LinkedIn did this year and how we can continuously improve it in the new year. So, oh, good. I love it. Personal post with my children, Halloween photo of my daughter, post about Social Security. Oh, good. We see that personal posts always perform better. And you guys are like reading my mind. I'm about to talk about that. And I would love to give a speaker out. So Michael, it looks like you made the 40 under 40 award. Congratulations. I'm going to give you a speaker. So for anyone that I'm giving swag away to, if you wouldn't mind putting it in the Q&A or messaging me on the side, you can send a direct message to me with your contact information so we can get that sent out to you as soon as possible. But yes, people love our personal posts. And so I put together a LinkedIn checklist. And as we go through our checklist, I'm curious, how often are you updating your LinkedIn? Because it is important for us to always be adding to it. Some of us, I realize, mine is due for an update. And so that is on my to-do list before now in the new year is to give it a little refresh. But here's a LinkedIn checklist that we have within the marketing guide. And so, oh, good. We're seeing once a year. We're seeing weekly, multiple times per week. Okay, very interesting. It's good to see that. And so we want to make sure that our profile is optimized so that we have a beautiful headshot, right? Your mug shot, we want to add that. We want to make sure it is a recent headshot. If it's been more than 5 years, I'd say it might be time for a new headshot. And that banner, have you customized your LinkedIn banner? These make your profile stand out. And so if you haven't added a new custom banner, I would strongly encourage you to do so. Build one in Canva. I'm going to talk about Canva here in a second. And then personalizing that LinkedIn URL. So we have a past LinkedIn optimization. Did you know that we can share in the chat with you? And that's a really good one. And all right, so also our profile narrative is really important because again, people come here, they see your headshot, they see your banner, that's the first thing they look at. And next, they are going to be looking at your profile. So crafting that compelling, unique headline that speaks to your value proposition, transform that summary into that storytelling narrative, adding that clear call to action. Who are you? Who do you help? And how on earth can they get in touch with you, right? So you can now customize that call to action in LinkedIn so they can book with you directly. And here we go. And of course, if you can, again, thinking about our compliance, of course, always first and foremost, but if you do have testimonials and you can use them, share a case study, share wins with your clients. And of course, make sure you can verify your account for credibility, also important. And content strategy, right? So as we think about content, and again, this isn't just for LinkedIn, but this is also for our Facebook. This can also be for Instagram, which at FMG is in the new year, we'll be rolling out some really cool Instagram things. I can't share too much, but yes, Instagram is coming. And so we know that 0-click content performs much better than short content. So adding your personal insights, your industry tips, professional achievements. We all saw in the chat that those personal photos do the best. But data charts, right? Pull that content from the content library and share that. And using those educational videos that we have, use those, or take them, break them down and make your own video. I just saw one of our FMG clients today that I'm friends with on LinkedIn share an awesome video that caught my eye. It stopped my scroll. And again, those client success stories. Share the 0 to hero stories. Share what you were able to accomplish. People want to know the end results of working with you and all the great work you can do for them. So again, with compliance intact, that's really important. And the 80-20 rule, you guys all know this. I feel like I share this all the time, but comment for every 4 posts. So for every post you create, comment on at least 4 people's posts, and that's going to help your algorithm. That's going to see that you are active on these pages, and it's going to show that you are engaged. And so show of hands here, who does the 80-20 rule? Anyone live by that? Maybe while they're drinking their morning coffee or having a glass of wine, winding down at the end of the day. Anyone follow that 80-20 rule? All right. Okay. All something that we can work on, right? Awesome. Very, very cool. All right. And I think I see Carrie Cole is looking to look into this. And so Carrie, we would love to give you the tote bag for you. So message us with your details and we can send that over to you. So 4 ways that we can spruce up our social media posts in 2025. So again, trying to give you guys ideas of what you can do in 2025. And I mentioned it, but if you are not utilizing Canva, we have a direct integration with Canva, but also I threw up here some ideas and how you can continuously incorporate Canva into your practice, right? Client presentations. This is a great place to come in and create those client presentations. We have infographics, right? You can come in, create really beautiful infographics, really easy. Social media posts, right? We can create those social media posts, and that's where we have our direct integration today that's built in. Email marketing graphics. If you want to create a new headline or a graphic for an email coming up or an event that you have coming up, this is a great place to do so. And in the chat, share how you guys utilize Canva. What have you used Canva to create brochures, marketing brochures, event invitations, and of course, those LinkedIn banners and graphics, really great. Oh, good. I see, Paul, you're using blog posts, social posts. Is anyone using Canva for video? It's I use Veed and I use Canva for video as well. But it's great. It's free. You have no excuse not to use this awesome tool. Presentations, did a client appreciation. Wonderful. Okay. Also, you guys you could have written this post or this slide for me, but getting personal, the power of personalization within our marketing. People want to get to know you. They want to know you are a real human. They want to know who you are, how you're involved in the community, you and your family. And so sharing those personal stories, right? Sharing why you got into the business, sharing why the holidays are special, right? We can customize this content, customize it for your niche audience, right? We want to use, if I'm working with white coat professionals or physicians, I'm going to use their jargon and start to customize the content for them. We want to engage with our followers. So this is where that 80-20 rule is coming into play. Vulnerability cuts through the noise. I love that. Molly, we're going to send you a hat. I love that because that is so true. People love this. We know that people love personal posts. We also know that dogs perform very well. So fun little tact, and then featuring client success stories. Like I said, people want to know what it's like to work with you. And grand dogs too. Yes, of course, very true. And that personalized the visuals, right? Add your logo to them, add your branding to them. This is so important. So it's easy for you to go into Canva, create a New Year's post, and simply add your logo to it. It adds that customization. It shows like, hey, you know what? These people know what they're doing. They've created some branding, the graphics, and they look pretty darn good. And so getting personal and leveraging AI. Okay, in the chat, curious what AI you like to use. I use ChatGPT a lot, but I also use Claude and a couple others depending on what I'm trying to do. But these are some ways that I'm utilizing ChatGPT. I'm using it to help me create marketing calendars. I'm using it to help create a marketing strategy. Hey, ChatGPT, can you help me create a 12-month marketing strategy for business owners, right? And so utilizing these are a really great way to do your work for you, right? We used to have to sit down and create a marketing calendar, and now you can have and say, hey, incorporate emails, incorporate social, and incorporate an event strategy, right? So develop a marketing calendar or a marketing strategy. That's one way that we can utilize AI to help us. We can also allow AI to help us generate content, right? Hey, you know what? Let's write some content for our millennials. Hey, ChatGPT, give me a list of the top 10 financial concerns of millennials, right? This is really great ideas for utilizing these tools. And again, we're not putting any hard information in there. We're keeping it very, very, very high level, but important that we can use these to supplement all the great work we're doing. This is something, right? Rewrite FMG content to your specific audience. Take an FMG article that we've written and plug it in. Hey, ChatGPT, rewrite this for my millennial audience, right? So get creative, have some fun with this. You know, you can even ask, hey, ChatGPT, give me 12 ideas for social posts this month for retirees. Just some ideas here. If you want to put in the chat some of your favorite prompts that you use for marketing, we would love to see how you guys are utilizing this. And of course, if you're not utilizing the FMG mobile app, we have AI built in. So if you're ever looking for someone to write your captions for you, FMG can do that. And in the new year, FMG is rolling out a lot of really cool things that have to do with AI within the dashboard. So stay tuned, because I'm just so excited to be able to share this with you in the new year. And of course, leveraging video. Video is exploding right now. It is doing so well. It captures our attention. And so if you're not utilizing video, I saw a lot of people are looking to incorporate video, and technically 14% of this audience is, plus the 22% that said all of the above would like to look into their marketing. But creating short videos and reels are skyrocketing. Video posts receive 48% more views compared to other content types. You can host a live Q&A, of course, if it's compliant approved for you. And adding subtitles and captions to our videos are going to help them perform better, because if someone's scrolling and they can't listen to it, they can read the captions. So that's just an easy way for you to update your titles and captions. So again, it's just some ideas here to incorporate to spruce up our social posts in the new year. And this is in the marketing guide, but daily and weekly habits. So if we're habit building, right? Atomic Habits, great book. You can look at daily. What can we do daily? 15 minutes, we can engage our network. This is where that 80-20 rule comes in, but engage with content leaving thoughtful comments, sharing your relevant content. So you share something and engage with 4 people, takes no more than 15 minutes, and interact with our first and our second degree connections, right? That second degree expands our reach. And weekly, right? This takes 5 minutes. Send out your connection requests, right? New clients, new prospects, and maybe 5 new people within your target niche. And anybody, anyone you met at a recent networking event or at a, whatever it was where you were, and then personalize that request. Send a message. Hey, it was great meeting you at the city council lunch last week. Looking forward to connecting, right? Make it personal. Start that connection, start the dialogue so you stand out to them. And here, just some time-saving resources, right? We have Veed, that's awesome for video. We have Authored Up, which is a tool to create and analyze LinkedIn content and optimize it for performance. We have Clio, which is a browser extension that helps you create content on LinkedIn. And of course, our mobile app. So again, just some ideas and places that you can get some more things. I love this. You guys are saying follow some people for great Instagram content. Very cool. I love these ideas. Thank you. Okay. Next. So, here we go. I skipped a slide, but now, okay, so we talked about social media. Next, we're going to talk about client and prospect communication. So again, we can use AI, we can use all these great tools, but at the end of the day, this is a relationship-based business, and you guys know that through and through. And so our communications are imperative in what we do. So how can we strategically mix in email and texting to reach our clients? And I put together, I'm the kind of person that's like, give me the easy button. And so I like to put in checklists. I hope that's helpful for you. So take screenshots of them, or you will see this afterwards. But I'm like, hey, just tell me what I need to do, right? And so this next slide is hopefully what I'm trying to do here. But client engagement communication checklist, right? So if you guys are providing amazing client communication, these are the things that you are doing. You have that email newsletter going out, check, right? You have a drip sequence or an email sequence employed, done, okay? Timely content, you are sharing timely content. Again, doesn't have to be every time, but at least quarterly is ideal for timely content. And personalized lifestyle and content, it's very important. And then birthdays and anniversaries. So here, show of hands in the chat if you are utilizing all of these. And if not, what do we need to turn on? And I see in the chat right now, we're getting a lot of conversation regarding chat and texting specifically. Yes, Redtail has an option. There's a couple others. FMG purchased My Rep Chat. And so My Rep Chat is a really great way to send out compliant text, which I'm going to cover in a little bit. But so we always want to make sure if we are texting, we're doing it compliant, and you're doing it through a compliant friendly platform like My Rep Chat. And email best practices. So simplicity is key. I added this because I thought this was really, really important. Content creation. So as we're thinking about creating content, and this goes for social as well, but thinking in the terms of emails and maybe even blogs, simplicity is key, right? We want to write in the 7th to 9th grade reading level. We want to make sure that we are minimizing industry jargon. And if you're ever questioning your readability, you can use the Flesch-Kincaid score. So we're about to share in the chat a video that Samantha Russell put together talking about this. So this is a book that Joshua Brown put out, and they're using this. So how can we test our readability to make sure it is easy to read? We want to make it easy to read for the average consumer, minimizing the jargon. No one wants the jargon, you guys. I know you're smart. I know you have, alphabet soup after your name. You have accomplished so many great things. The Gen Pop, they don't know what that means. So write in a way that is friendly to them. And we want clear calls to action in everything we send. If we send a message, how do we want them to respond? Do we want them to download an ebook, set up a meeting? We want them just to have a happy holidays, right? Be very clear. Gen Pop, general population. That's what the kids are calling it these days. I just got all right. So again, factors as we think about our readability. And yes, Teresa, KISS information, the KISS, keep it simple, stupid, very important. And factors affecting readability, right? So as we're writing, as we're creating content, as we have AI help us create content, as we pull content from the FMG library, we're taking these things into consideration. Our sentence length, that's important. Syllable per word, the word choice we're using, organization of our thoughts and our ideas, the familiarity, and of course, styling, right? Do we have bolded text? Do we have simple bullets? Is it easy to skim and read? So as you're thinking about your readability and as we're thinking about the content we're creating, these are just some ideas for you to think about as we're moving forward. And of course, evaluating that. I'm really repeating myself, but again, that 9th to 10th grade reading level, making it easy, eliminate the jargon, make it easy to read, nice, then you're ready to go. And of course, if you haven't segmented your audience for our communications, this is crucial because we want to send the right message to the right audience. And we want to segment them at the bare minimum, do just clients and prospects. But we can do advanced segmentation, right? We can do it by their investing stage, their retirement proximity, their lifestyles, their interests. I'm curious in the chat, how do you segment your audience in your CRM? So whether you're using Redtail or Wealthbox or Smart Office, how have you organized your groups? Give us some ideas. I know when I was utilizing FMG as a financial professional, I had it done in a couple of different ways. I had it done by occupation. I had it organized also by location. I live in Texas, so I had my Austin clients, my Dallas clients, and my Houston clients. So just giving some fun ideas of how you guys continuous, but an organized client list is a happy client list. And this allows for us to send the right message to the right audience and prevents us from over communicating, which is really important as well, because we want to make sure we're not bombarding our contacts and our prospects, but we are making sure that we are sending valuable information. And so this is just an example, right, of one of our monthly market insights. It has a great video. And again, thinking about how our audience likes to digest their information. Do they want long formatted emails, right? Maybe I'm dealing with lawyers and CPAs that love the information. Maybe I'm dealing with millennials who have a short attention span and they want to skim and watch a video, right? So again, thinking about how we like to digest our information here is really important. Oh, good. Judy, your audience loves this. Awesome. I would love to send Judy what do we have left? We have a tumbler, a Yeti cup. So Judy, if you can send us your information, we'd love to send you a tumbler. All right. Congrats. All right. So that's just an example. And of course, texting. So how and why should we incorporate texting in our communication? Of course, is making sure it's compliant approved, but we want to optimize our practice and our efficiency and our time. So text reminders sent via text message. So text reminders get documents returned in 5 minutes. So, hey, Krista, I sent over a email with those documents are ready to be signed when you're ready. Let me know if you have any questions. Boom. Documents coming back in average of 5 minutes. That's information we have directly from my rep chat. But this is great for appointment management, right? We can confirm our meetings, reduce our no-shows, protect your time. Your time is everything. Provide rescheduling options, RSVPs for an events. You can send out compliant friendly content through the FMG dashboard via my rep chat, but instant communication saves you time, saves them time, and makes it easy to do business with you, right? You want to be the easiest person to communicate with, to work with. And so that is so important. And we're going to go into our recommended content for January. So again, let's set everything up now so that you guys can sit back and relax and enjoy the holiday season and take some time for yourself to plan and to relax and spend time with your family. So here we are, here we're getting into 10-minute marketing calendar. So this should be sent to you on the 23rd. it might be coming to you sooner, but you can look forward to seeing our 10-minute marketing calendar, which is our suggested content for the month of January. So you can come in and schedule out. You can see what's suggested and when that can be going out. And thinking about scheduling out our content, come into the FMG dashboard. You guys can do it right now. I won't even be mad if you're multitasking and just scheduling this, right? Sending out your New Year's Day social and emails, your Martin Luther King Jr. That's goes out on 1/19 in the Lunar New Year. And of course, take into consideration your compliance turnaround times, also important. So again, as we're thinking about sending out this content, we want to make sure we're taking into consideration our compliance turnaround times so that we get everything sent out when we want it to. And so more content. So tax season kickoff, that's a good one. In the past, that is a really high performing post, but we have social and infographics for that. So this content, again, is found in here. The Social Security education is in there. Media Care Advantage enrollment begins, and National Financial Wellness Month. Great content to be able to share. And you can create a campaign around this one. This is what I like. You can do an email, a card, and a social post. So if you're looking to incorporate a comprehensive marketing campaign, this is a great opportunity to do so. And if you are waiting for that 2023 January marketing calendar, because you're on the webinar today, you are getting the first peek at it. So you're getting it well before the 23rd. We have shared with you that 10-minute marketing calendar link in the chat. So add it, go look at it, but just a really fun giveaway. Again, want to say thank you for joining us. And as we continue, you can get these targeted email automations. So I'm seeing in here, everyone looking to schedule everything out. And these are the automations. So again, thinking about your compliance turnaround, it might be worth it to go in and schedule these now while we're not, right now it kind of slows down. We're not meeting with clients as much. And so what a great time to get these scheduled before the new year. But the prosperity pathways, this is an age automation. And so this is for our 20 to 39. We have our business owner messages. That's for 110, building wealth on 115, 117. So again, the Social Security newsletter coming out in late January. And of course, our other age milestones for age 66 and plus messages. So come in, go into your automations, turn them on, set it, forget it. So you guys are like set up for success. And State of the Markets is out. So if you're looking to use this, if you've used this in the past, our 2025 or our 2024 State of the Markets, how stocks performed in 2024, what drove market performance in 2024, where are we now? What are we forecasting? Awesome content. This is now available. So if you want to use this for a video, a vlog, a vodcast that you guys are doing, if you want to use this as a blog post, if you want to use this as a presentation, a webinar, an event, great ways that you can do this. You can break it into multiple pieces. But State of the Markets, oh, good. Patricia, you're holding your State of the Markets event soon. Yes, yay. So this is out. It's available for everyone. And if you're looking to elevate, right, we've got a couple questions already regarding how FMG can help. So if you're looking to incorporate our Do It For Me, our team is here standing by that we can help you with our Do It For Me. So if you are curious in adding your Do It For Me, letting FMG take care of your marketing for you in the new year, you can scan this QR code. And also, I'm going to open it up for a couple Q&A. I've gone over, I've covered a lot of information today. And so if you would like to book that, you can. And if you're looking to catapult your growth, right? If you're just curious, if you want to talk to our sales team and it's more just a conversation, hey, this is where I am. This is what I'm looking to do. Am I in the right package? You're looking to have some of those conversations. We would love to hear from you. So if you would like our sales team to reach out to you just to see where you are, see what you're doing, see where we could go, what you need, we would be happy to do that for you. And I still have, I think, some swag to give away. So my last swag item that I'm going to give away, I'm going to give it to, let's see, one lucky winner. I'm going to give it to Drew Prescott. You're getting our last swag item. Congrats. We will send us your information, and I will stay on for about a minute or two. If we have any pressing questions, please let us know. Our support team is here for you. We want to help you every step of the way. I hope you had a great time. I loved seeing everyone. And of course I saw, okay, someone just asked, did you see Landman this week? Of course I did. It is like, there's so many pieces of Fort Worth in there, which makes me really happy. I'm a TCU grad, and they mentioned TCU quite a bit. So that makes me happy. But thanks for mentioning that, Glenn. Yes, you mentioned Instagram. Is that within compliance? So any specific compliance questions, I encourage you to reach out to your own compliance team to ask if it's approved. We at FMG do create Instagram content. And you know what? We got some time here. Let me go into a demo. Let me show you where you can find that. So you are viewing my screen. Thumbs up. Everyone can still see my screen. Looks okay. All right. Okay, so here, you guys are looking for our Instagram content. You can come in here to our content library, and you will see the Instagram content drop for January. So if I'm coming to use this, I come in, I can check it out, I can view the details, right? So if I'm looking, January is National Financial Wellness Month, I can come in and hit details, and I can download that. It downloads, and you can customize it in Canva if you would like. So great question on Canva. And everyone, if you can stay on, I'll answer some questions, but if not, happy holidays. So delighted to see you. Join us in January. We're going to tackle websites because that's one of our most asked for topics, and much, much more. So I'll stay on for about one more questions, but enjoy seeing you. Make 2025 great. Enjoy the marketing calendar, and let us know how we can continue to help you reach your marketing goals. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. All right. All right. And what is the best medium to use to ask for referrals? Okay, this will be my last question I ask, or I answer today. So a couple different ways. One of the best ways, of course, is in a meeting, right? We can do all the marketing in the world, but always that relationship is so important. But also, what is really neat is there is an automation in the content library asking for referrals. And this is a really great way to set it and forget it, because we forget to ask for referrals. And so, so if you come in here and you scroll, oh gosh, they moved it on us. Here it is. Okay, so it's under client nurture, and it is a seasonal check-in and referral message. And so this is a seasonal message that goes out quarterly asking for referrals. And so this is a great way to automate it, because we forget to ask in our meetings. And also a really great way we've seen asking for referrals is that family meeting email that we shared in a Did You Know in the past, but incorporating the next generation is a really great way to expand your network and reach out to your current clients, right? We want to talk to their beneficiaries. We want to talk to their loved ones, their children, their kin, their siblings, etc. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Enjoy the holidays. Happy marketing, and we will see you next year. Have a good one.